to the second game of our winners finals best of 3. The winners, of course, taking game 1 pretty decisively. And Robin, today on this Easter Sunday, it appears the unthinkable has happened. Our previously 100% ban rate map is our loser's choice. We are heading to Fracture.
This is going to be interesting.
This could be the game to watch. The winners, of course, having a pretty commanding victory, 13-3 over 2 Jointz here, but taking them to Fracture is definitely a power move as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Yeah, and just some early comments here. Just looking at the winners' composition right now, they are running the Brim and Viper, so the double smoke, and that is very strong.
It's super important to shut down those sight lines, especially when there is so many of them on this map. And they do have a raise.
And a raise too. They have the raise, the double blast pack, close in on any distance. They have chamber to basically lock down all your flanks. Breach for hard entry. Smokes just to basically just cover whatever sight you have as a defender, and looks good on their side. But on 2 Jointz side, they do have the KO as well. Lots of information from that, and the jet.
6 Stray God hopping on the jet. So far we have only seen that player play Sova. The pocket jet, could it be the savior 2 Jointz needs? Again, nice little graphic brought to you by OverKlocked Gaming. I'm not sure which 5 of these 2 groups of individuals are actually the teammates, but there isn't a lot of them there. Absolutely massive rosters from both of these teams. Metro CC, a man after my own heart. Locking in the Brimstone, I think especially with those recent changes, Brimstone is much more of a viable option here on Fracture.
To be fair, at least 6 players on both of those pictures are in this game.
We do have...
There's a coach on each side.
I'm getting news that we do have a coach slot, actually. So the 6th player is less ridiculous than I initially thought. 7 players, though, absolutely unhinged behavior from the winners. Looking like we're going to go for a little bit of an A-take here, but it is pretty stacked up here from the winners on the defense side. We've got 4 players over on that side of the map. Early breach stun will connect. Pushing back a lot of these players, these breaches, trading utility very effectively. Nice little flash.
Ooh,
6 Stray God
with the early first blood on Shimmy there.
Swinging away and swinging all the way back to the headshot. Beautiful play. Showing us why he feels comfortable picking that agent. The wall will go down early as the smokes come out. Here comes the boom bot. Maybe getting a little bit of info. Looking like they backed off in time. Won't quite trigger. 6 Stray God really holding down the flank here. We make our way back over to B. The Brimstone from the winners playing very slowly and methodically, clearing out the flank here. A lot of good info is going over to his teammates as he does this. Nobody is over here. You don't have to watch any of these angles as they slowly start to clear it out. The footsteps are out onto B, though. Will they buy the flank? MSF Jackie picking up 6 Stray God. And the teammates are resetting the side holds here. Codemeister picking up Hyper. Mr. Casanova waiting for the util to go down before making their way out on site. This could be a huge grenade, stopping the plant, potentially not quite making it all the way over to where he wants it. Codemeister with a little bit of post-plant setup. The fight coming to a bomb site. Here comes Metro CC. Previously unseen so far this round. They don't know he's coming from up there. The 3 versus 2, cutting down to a 2 versus 2, 2 versus 1 situation. And 2Das getting a lot of good damage, but can't
Metro
quite hit the
CC
shot.
clutching up the round on 2Das there.
Bomb down, though. You really like to see that extra $300, especially early in the game. Good round from the winners. Seems like they didn't quite buy the fake, but the push all the way through Dish by the Brimstone definitely helped them with that. So much info is gathered when that's done correctly. And we have full Spectres. Personally, I think this is a bit more of a Marshall map, but I think 5 Spectres here is pretty good, shutting down this anti-eco. If there's any cheekiness afoot. 6 Stray God. Shorty in hand on offense. Not sure if I agree with this decision. What do you think about it, Robin? Mr. Casanova, early pick onto Jackie. And here comes 6 Stray God picking up that Spectre and ripping around the corner into the bomb site. Metro CC stopping the offense almost entirely, but 6 Stray God is there is pick up the extra little frag. Can't quite get the bomb into sight as Codemeister makes their way into arcade here. Him and Shimmy should clash here in just a matter of moments. Setting up for the flashbang, it looks like. Not quite. Pushing through the smoke, and Shimmy is able to easily dispatch Codemeister. Mr. Casanova in a tough 2v1 to be in. Bomb in hand, of course, cutting it down to 1v1. Can he guess correctly where this enemy is coming from? Slowly but surely creeping their way into the bomb site. They will catch each other.
What a flick by Witter.
What a shot. Witter perfectly flicking to the head.
There.
Early 2 rounds from the winners again here. Not deterred by the rare fracture pick, it seems. Really good job on defense.
Here.
Looking like an A split here. Early frag from MSF Jackie and Metro CC picking up 2 quick headshots. And spike down. All of the players over on 2 Jointz are not even close to it, so they could collapse onto the spike here. It's going to be pretty tough to come back from this. 6 Stray God picking up Jackie, though. With the Hero Vandal, I believe. Like we have some players going through underpass as 6 Stray God makes his way across the entire zip line. Is going to be able to grab the bomb pretty easily here. Mr. Casanova, 2 easy frags. 2 quick headshots. Lurking his way onto A. And here comes the breach. Footsteps will notify him where he's coming from, though. The flash comes out, checking below. As he slowly creeps his way into spawn. Another frag, Mr. Casanova. This lurk and flank really paying off. Can he get the third? Not quite. Shimmy like a bat out of hell up that rope. Hitting the spray all the way from downtown. Easily able to get those last 15 points of HP. So the bomb is planted over on A6 Stray God in a pretty tight lurk here. 2 versus 1, you're in a pretty tough spot if you're this breach. Only 5 HP to his name, and the headshot will be picked up by 6 Stray God. 2 Jointz on the board.
Here.
Very good offense round from them here. You a fan of this map, Robin?
Actually, yeah.
You're a Fracture fan, huh?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
Like, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just because there's so many ways you can go about it and how you want to play it.
It is definitely a very unique map. I know the community is pretty divided when it comes to Fracture, and it seems like so far teams at this event have been no different. Like I was saying previously, 100% ban rate on Fracture.
I'd say they're not divided then.
Not quite divided. Sorry. Mr. Casanova. Opping through the tunnel. The knife connecting, getting that op out of his hands. Can't quite capitalize it on that time with it offline though. Hyper picking up 6 Stray God. Looking like they will draw. Oh, nope, not quite. Not quite enough to bring Shimmy off of the bomb site there. Still have the 3 stack over on B. Both of these teams playing the round very slowly. Metro CC looking to potentially ult. Could that be... Oh, no, smoke, sorry. My mistake. Here comes the breach ultimate onto the B-bomb site, and the chamber will instantly TP out. Mr. Casanova picking up Metro CC and making his way into heaven as the bomb will go down. 4 versus 4. Good use of the U-tail so far. Can't quite be capitalized on. The spraying through the smoke won't quite connect on any of the offensive sided team there. Nice little angle to hold here. And Witter makes his way. Let's see if he's got what it takes to hit the shot. Swinging wide. The shot won't connect. A lot of ground pot from Witter. What a headshot. Witter good for 2. Getting his teammates into that bomb site. A 1 versus 3 situation. Can't quite hit that flick onto Jackie. And we're 3-1 here in our semifinals. The winners taking it to them early yet again. Do you think we need a change in strategy for 2 Jointz here? What kind of strats would you like to see ran?
Well, I noticed on the 2 Jointz side, they're not really attacking Dish at all for A. It seems like they're going straight for the A main or the classic B split, but getting Dish control, especially if you take out that, seems like an early, just taking over Dish control or getting up. You can usually just get one just to lurk up and then maybe push mid and into spawn and get a couple kills from that. That would definitely help them quite a bit.
That high ground is such a powerful position to be in, especially post-plant. Here we are making our way into A main. The util usage enough to back off.
Yeah,
2
because
Jointz here.
even if you look at it right now, same thing. They leave Dish open. They do stack the A main, which you see at doors and right at the beginning of A
Mr.
main.
Casanova hitting the lurk onto MSF Jackie through sight. Oh my goodness.
And Metro
Metro.
CC picking up the trade. We do have 6 straight God on site here, pushing heaven.
Can they get the bomb down? Looking like it will get planted. 6 Stray God trying to buy a little bit more of map control for his teammate as Codemeister uses the ultimate. A lot of utility usage coming out from the winners here. Pretty trades coming from both sides. 2v2.
Last player standing.
Winner gets the ultimate straight into the smoke. Codemeister knows exactly where this raise is coming from, but here comes his other teammate. 2 kills picked up by Codemeister. Really smart play there from Codemeister. Bulldog good for 2, able to switch it for a rifle. Really nice econ right there. But as you were saying, nobody's really played Dish so far. We had one of the defending teammates push out of it. I think maybe 1 or 2 rounds. Looking like it might happen a 3rd round here, but not basically untouched by our offense-sided team so far.
And the one time we do have someone going Dish, we have 3 CT defenders.
Oh, Mr. Casanova picking up 2 quick headshots. Can he get the 3rd? He's not going to suspect them there. Hyper getting the trade on his 2 teammates, able to pick up that rifle, but we're into a 3v4 really early in this round as the rest of the teammates get the bomb down on A. They know there is a player coming from top Dish here. Hyper has, I believe, the only rifle on his team currently. In a pretty powerful high ground there. The only problem is it's pretty tough to drop down and get onto site. MSF Jackie picking up the flank watch. Here comes the 3 versus 3. Checking the angles. Here comes a nice little molly, making things a little bit harder to take. 2-Das picking up Hyper 6 Stray God onto Metro CC, and the 1v3 will be too tall of an order for MSF Jackie. Guess you were right. Taking Dish was a piece of the puzzle they were missing.
That and a little bit of a crazy spray control. Or spray transfer, sorry. That led to a nice double that definitely led in their favor there, but...
Double, yeah. Not quite able to detect that there was a 3rd player there, but it is a little unusual. Like we might see some early aggression through the door, but it won't connect on anybody. With the B split here, early shutdown on I6 from Witter. Metro CC peeking with 7 HP, making sure to not step in that puddle of goop. That would be very sad.
And now we have the attacking side push from heaven. We might be able to pinch the 2 defenders over near arcade.
Codemeister with a quick little frag. And Shimmy is pinned down pretty tough in the spawn there. Here comes the spike though to be planted. Let's see if they can escort it successfully onto the bomb site. Hyper picking up a headshot onto 2Das as the bomb goes down into the cubby position there. And here comes the use of the breach smoke, getting him out of there completely. Really good use of utility there. And even better follow-up from the winners. Easily able to defuse that bomb.
Go here.
Picking up a lot of rifles post round here too. Really smart econ for this 4-3 game so far. Got Mr. Casanova kind of popping off with 10 frags though over on 2 Jointz. I think this would be the second ultimate he's about to use. One more point away, and those things are abundant on this map with 4 of them able for you to pick up. Let's see if they can get that operator into his hand. Potentially for next round, looking like he has a rifle to use for this one though. We'll see what they choose to do with it if they end up getting it. Little fight here since he was so successful that first round. The drone coming out, but not much else from the winners here. The drone won't get triggered. Not a lot of intel gained from either side so far this round. So we have I6 carefully and quietly lurking his way through underneath 6J God. Smoked off not once but twice with the molly going down as well. B main closed so far this round. Codemeister and a couple of teammates there. Here comes the breach ult from underneath, connecting on a couple of teammates. MSF Jackie getting caught out from that breach ult. They make their way into the site. The bomb will go down uncontested. 6J caught in a really tight spot, but able to make it out with 35 HP, doing the double updraft over top of the bomb. But here comes a lot more. Holy cow! Able to squeak out of there with 1 HP. Can't quite escape the bullet. They were throwing everything in the kitchen sink at that position to get him out. 1 versus 4 from Witter, opting to save the rifle, and can you blame him? The door will open. A little bit of sound cue, nobody there to hear it, so did it really happen at all?
It's quite the war between the 2 teams here. We just have equal battles going back and forth each round.
Absolutely. 4 versus 4. Can Witter pick up this last little frag? A little bit of econ damage. Not bad.
You take those.
Absolutely. That's a small W, and you got to celebrate those. Keep the mental high. 4 versus 4. This match has been quite a bit closer than I suspected so far. Especially with such a one-sided performance in Game 1. Looking like 2 Jointz taking them to Fracture so far has been a pretty smart choice for them.
There. Get out of my way.
Really going toe-to-toe so far with the winners.
And we have the Viper all dropping down in A here.
Ooh, can't quite get that Marshall shot to connect where you want. 6J God, early headshot. Taking a lot of map control for his teammate here. Really doing the job of duelist quite well. And the bomb will come in, planting it in that cubby position again. A little bit of util usage, getting Witter onto the bomb site there. Can't quite get the grenade where you want it. Will they opt to use the ultimate here, do you think?
Possibly. If they're able to get 1 pick, they might do it.
Yeah,
For hard entry into the site.
Witter getting into a little bit of a tight spot here. Getting an easy pick onto Codemeister though, exactly like you said. Ultimate popped, can't quite get it to connect onto the player in heaven. Or tower, or whichever you would call that back hall. They don't really suspect that that person is there, not quite clearing it, and there's the breach grenade, getting them off of the bomb, clearing up the last player. Really good retake from the winners there. Just enough time to defuse the bomb, I believe. Perfect.
Calculated.
Yeah, calculated, 100%. It's a little worried at first with that breach util popping up there, but easily able to defuse the bomb. Not even close. Just kidding. Incredibly close. Another round coming right down to the wire between these 2 teams. Not too many overclocked gaming moments so far. Not too many flawlesses, not too many clutches, but nonetheless, thank you for sponsoring this event, Overclocked Gaming.
Where can we find you guys?
Let's play.
Oh gosh. We'll get the address for you guys right away here. Overklocked.com for more info. Or on Instagram. They have a very active Instagram account. I like seeing their posts. At Overklocked on Instagram. The address here is 11618 119th Street, Northwest, Edmonton, Alberta.
And we're open till 1 o'clock today, 1 a.m.
Yeah, feeling like you want to get a little bit of late night gaming in after your Easter dinner, head on over. Looking like we have a push through dish again here. Pretty rare so far this game. Six Ray God picking up the frag onto HyperX, who's looking the complete opposite direction, dashes into sight right through the crosshair of Metro CC. Can't quite pick up the frag. Just kidding, I lied. Dispatched with a headshot as Codemeister ults his team onto site. They're able to plant that bomb in that default position here. Util and Molly's come out. This is going to be another pretty chaotic round.
Oh, and IP coming with an insane flank right now.
Huge flank from IP.
Big pick on the breach. And the Viper get down too. That's around.
Wow, able to wrap around completely around that ultimate. I guess that's something that wasn't quite calculated, leaving a little bit of room for the team to play with around the back there. 6-4 for the winners here. Would you say this is a attack or defense sided map, or pretty 50-50?
I think it's 50-50. Like I said, it really just depends on your play style, how aggressive you are. If you're one that's more of a CT sided player, you prefer just to hold a specific angle until someone comes in.
Absolutely.
And that's all you. But with Fracture, it's different than all the other maps because there are technically 5 entry points for each site. 2 on B, 3 for A. Door, A main, drop. B is arcade and B main. So technically, there might always be one entrance that might always be open that you could always attack.
Like a pretty early A presence here. Six Stray God dashing into sight with that frenzy in hand. Can't quite pick up the frag.
Hyper with a fast pick on Six Stray God and 2-dash.
Hyper picking up.
Hyper with a triple on Ice.
And Codemeister.
And Hyper with a 4K.
Big round from Hyper. Codemeister doing what they can with the Sheriff. 2 quick headshots. 7-4.
Yeah, absolutely a huge round for the winners there.
Quick shutdowns like that really shift the momentum in your favor.
No chance of a 9-3.
No 9-3 curse again this game. Avoiding it at all costs so far.
As far as I know, we've had 1 9-3 this turn.
We've had 1 9-3 curse so far this event, I'm being told. You love to see it.
The 9 held on to that one.
The 9-3 curse is pretty scary.
And here we go. We see a really aggressive take by the winners here.
Dodging the ultimate 6J God, dashing into the backside. Can't quite pick up the frag this round. Not a repeat of the last one here.
And now we have a 3-man flank by the winners. Right in A main here, but we'll see if I6 can get the pick, which he gets 1, but he is traded out by Witter.
Info will go out from I6,
But
I'm
6J
sure.
God is...
And 6J God not quite able to dash out there. Perhaps getting caught on the box? It looked like, yeah, getting caught on the corner of the box. But 2-dash is able to pick up that last frag, getting us into 7-5 half. Very close match between these two teams on Fracture. A lot of really scrappy rounds close to the end there. A lot of really good plays for both sides. And switching sides here, we of course have the winners on offense. Let's see what they can make happen. They've got the Brimstone Stim. They've got all of the Rays, Util, and the Breach Flashes here to play with. Maybe some pretty quick site takes coming out. Let's see what they can make of it.
Safety's off.
Little early aggression onto Dish, perhaps? Not quite. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're back at it. And MSF Jackie looking for an early pick onto 2-dash here. The knife won't quite connect. 6 God. The A-site defender himself, as Witter creeps his way in, denying that chamber utility. Little quick ult orb, but making sure it's safe before you claim it. And here comes Shimmy with a little bit of a peek. Let's see if him and Codemeister can get into a gunfight here. SF Jackie picking up Mr. Casanova. All the way into 8. Nice little frag from HyperX backing up his teammate. And MSF Jackie is TPing all the way back over to A. The comms are going out. Spike is down. Really good play so far from the winners. And here comes the retake. Flash coming through the box. They don't know the teammate went to the left. MSF Jackie picking up I6 pretty easily. And Metro CC able to get the dashing jet. And there's a free sheriff for you. Very clean round from the winners to kick off this half.
Right here. Right here.
Let's see what else they can make of it, though.
That works.
Can we bring up the buy here, Kevin, please? Like pretty standard second round buy. All 5 Spectres against 1 Shorty. We'll see where Mr. Casanova opts to hold that thing. In like up in tower. Quick little shorty pick here. Could be the difference between a win and a loss, though. Getting that gun into friendly hands. Mr. Casanova able to pick up a headshot onto MSF Jackie, and here comes the shorty that we just discussed earlier. Is it enough to pick up a frag? Can't quite do it, especially with somebody coming around the corner like that. Hyper picking up a headshot onto Mr. Casanova, and a second frag onto 2Das. Seemed like the post plant is pretty clean from the winner so far. Here comes 6 J God. What can he make of it? Not much when you're swinging with a classic into 3 guns. Really fast sight take from the winners.
Yeah, I think from that round we really saw the benefits of the Brim and the Stimming, them being able just to rip up B main and take sites so fast, especially being able to clear up Heaven very quickly.
A lot of good use of the utility here. I really like the Brimstone pick on this map, I think. The 3 smokes is quite nice to have, especially when you're taking A or you have one for post plant, if you use 2 for taking the site. But of course, it comes down to personal preference at the end of the day. Operator online in the hands of 6 J God, though. Looked like he saved a lot of his funds, and it's going to pay off. Early pick onto Shimmy. Backs off all the way. I think some comms probably went out of utility usage on A site. We've got the anchor in the bottom corner from Codemeister as Witter makes his way in, being very careful to clear all of these corners for his teammates.
Yeah, seems like we have 2 people about to hit drop here.
MSF Jackie falling to 6 J God. This early operator is paying dividends so far. I6 holding the close angle on the box as they spray the corner. A little bit of pre-fire from Hyper, not quite connecting where he wants it. And Metro CC will fall through the smoke. Codemeister able to pick up 2. Big hero operator by 9-6. 2 Jointz slowly starting to bring it back.
Yeah, using the op, taking over B main control with that is very significant.
Yeah, it's just
it very limits a lot of your movement, especially on that side. So
the really fast rotate with it too, just getting that quick pick and then running all the way over to A, knowing that they probably won't want to recontest it. Very smart play from 6 J God. A little bit of a pretty aggressive A take here. Breaches trading stuns, which will connect probably on both teammates. Didn't quite see on the defending side. Mr. Casanova catching Witter with his gun down. Nice little 2 headshots, able to TP out still with 150 HP. And Metro, CC, and Hyper begin moving their way in. Mr. Casanova, of course, back on that other power angle there. They don't suspect that the player is close. MSF Jackie, though, all the way from the top dish. Beautiful. Able to buy his teammates a little bit more ground. They know that teammate is still in the bottom there. Nice use of util and a nice headshot from Jackie. I6. Running and gunning. Picking up that frag. 2 versus 3 situation here. Pretty scrappy round. Nice little use of the Viper's Pit, making it pretty awkward to push that wall. Haven't quite got the spike down yet. Seeing if we can bait out a push through the wall. 6 J God picking up a frag. Hyper with the clapback, and 6 J God, that operator, just so strong, especially used in such a way. 6 J God switching it up a little bit here. Gonna go peek over into, what's this part of the map called again?
Arcade.
Arcade. Going to peek over into Arcade with the operator here. See if we can shut down an early push, and it's looking like they are going to go there. Maybe the breach flash will help them out a little bit, but let's see how this pans out. Pretty scary gun to be pushing into.
Yeah. We're running a little bit of a default right now, but I don't think they suspect this op here.
Yeah, switching it up completely. 6 Stray God, easy frag onto Winner. Can't really clap back with only a Sheriff in your hand. Switching the angle right away. Mr. Casanova trying to pick up the second frag with the Vandal. Will get it without taking a lick of damage. Jackie, though, getting that operator out of the hands of 6 Stray God. Thank goodness that man was on a rampage. Still trying to find where these other defenders are. Nice little frag. Can't quite hit that second flick. Waiting for the rotation of the Brimstone. Playing it very slow through Arcade here. Very carefully and calculated. Making their way up.
And Metro CC might have the timing on this.
Nope.
Or
not quite.
close,
Two
but
DAS and Metro CC will clash. Ooh. Patience pays off for Jackie. Getting the spike onto site. We'll do a quick little tap, see if he can bait out a peek. Can't quite get it. We're going for the Vandal. Making sure everything is actually clean here. Maybe we go and fight. Only 17 seconds left on the clock, though. There's not much you can do here besides plant the spike. He really needs to make a play happen. 10 seconds left. Gonna just plant the bomb on default. Immediately the breach utility comes out. They were waiting for exactly this play. MSF Jackie able to pick up one frag.
oh, and i6
Ice.
denying the ace.
Yeah. Ace denial. Clutch denial. Taking us to a 9-8. So far, two Jointz have really been holding their own on Fractional. Mr. Casanova, 19 frags on the board for his team, and 6 Stray God also putting up the numbers. The operator really helping him with that, though. So far, I've really liked 6 Stray God on the operator. Really smart picks, really good relocating, I think. Pretty tough to play against an operator when you have a play like that coming. We got two ops up. Mr. Casanova with the operator ult popped, and 6 Stray God just running it B main, slowly pushing up, buying his teammate some space. And here they come. Hearing those footsteps, though, they might be a little bit careful peeking this. The flashbang comes out. Mr. Casanova.
Huge pick on Shimmy there.
TP'd out right after hitting it. It's looking like this won't slow down.
That's the second pick on IP there.
Huge play. Oh my goodness, Mr. Casanova. Good for 3 so far on this operator. And the last player for the winners is Brimstone up on the drop there. This is a really tough place to be. Really hard to get out of there sometimes. Especially with bomb down on site, and they know exactly where he's coming from now. All 3 guns turning to look at it. He's got the full firing squad there, able to pick up 1. Can he make it 2? Huge flick.
Metro with 3.
Good for 3. Could this be the 1 versus 5 ace? He's got the ultimate. He's got the smoke. Huge ultimate to cover his sight line. Jumping down the spray will almost connect.
Oh, and really close. i6 closing the round. Securing it for 2 Jointz.
Huge effort from Metro CC there. Very good round from him on the Brimstone. 3 quick frags, almost getting a 4th there. It's a tough spot to be in. I always have such a hard time dropping off of dish there, like the drop. I feel like it's really easy to hold, really easy to punish players when they're in the air.
It is. It's just a matter of timing, really, but when it's a 1v5 situation, it's...
Especially when they know exactly where you are.
It is fairly difficult, but he definitely did a great job, or had a great try there.
Dude, Jackie and 6 Stray God clashing. Jackie.
And there we go. 6 Stray God goes down. IP, getting that odd pick.
The BBC. The big black Charizard. Beautiful op skin. Designed by Riot Games. Thank you very much for this very long dragon belching those one-hit kill bullets. Not sure what the scope is supposed to be. Little gem held between the wings, perhaps. So we make our way into the A site here. Here comes a huge Brimstone ult, though, connecting onto Codemeister. Little do they know he gets 100% headshot buff when in that state. Codemeister going huge. 3 frags. Can't. Ooh. 2 joints. Going nuts in the second room there.
Nuts in game and out in real life.
Truly.
The energy is unmatched.
A lot of hooting and hollering going when both of these teams win rounds.
Yeah. Energy that you can only get at OverKlocked Gaming.
True. Nothing really compares to playing with your friends in person. Jackie with the timeout on IP's account. And 9-10. This is a nail biter.
Jackie had a skin IP wanted.
Oh. So Jackie is a millionaire, we're being told, and has many skins and IP wanted to play on their account. I understand. This is a pretty tough game, I think. You're hot off of such a huge win, and now you're just facing such resistance. You know, the mental probably is taking a beating. Down 9-10, probably switching up the strats here, seeing if there is anything they can do differently. Talking about it in the timeout here, but I suspect, being a University of Alberta team, these players are no strangers to relying on one another, and situations like this are probably nothing new to them. Robin, what do you think about the timeout mechanic? Would you like to see that in matchmaking?
Maybe non-regular matchmaking. You're going to get people like up 12-1 trolling.
Yeah, there would be a lot of trolling, yeah. In CSGO, there was a timeout function, and it definitely was used for evil more than it was used for good. Witter making their way through the door. No fear. Stomping into the bomb site. Nicely placed grenade. Oh my goodness. Hyper hitting that headshot. Can they clean Codemeister out of the top site there? Witter will definitely, and that is a Vandal in the hands of the winners. Mr. Casanova with the clapback onto Shimmy, and we're in a 3 versus 2 situation here for 2 joints.
Oh, Mr. Casanova with 2 quick picks here. Metro CC with a pickup on Casanova.
This is
2v1.
Anybody's round.
But Six-Straight God does have the knives.
Can they?
And
oh,
they are going
out
for the B.
See you later. We are running all the way to B site. 6J God has to do a retake with bomb down here. It was giving them a little bit of time for post plant.
Planting right in the open.
Oh my goodness, getting the leg shot off onto the lit opponent. Witter, nice little use of the smoke, the cloudburst I believe it is called, as he makes his way up. Incredible patience from Metro CC. Operator in your hands, grabbing the AK off the ground. Good heads up play from 6J God. Gonna be able to get half the bomb plant here. Opting not to get the full one.
Ooh, 6-Straight God with the clutch.
Nerves of steel, ice in his veins. The 1 versus 3 clutch from 6J God.
I'd say they might have forgotten about Dre.
They forgot about Dre. Really good pick. I like 6J God on the Jet, I think.
He's definitely picking it up this game compared to last game.
The operator is doing a lot of work for his team, I think.
That must be the balls. Balls energy
sip
drink.
of balls in the intermission, and those op flicks suddenly are hidden, baby. MSF Jackie and 6J God. The stun will come out, not letting him look through that scope, but he's right back on the angle, dashing out. Calls go out to his teammates, and they know they are splitting the bomb site here. So Jackie pedal to the metal, straight into the bomb site. Not quite good for 2. The flash was
Shimmy with the pick on
perfectly
2 with the deagle.
3 versus 4.
Casanova anchoring late onto Arcade.
They
And
will.
gets a pick on Metro CC.
Can't quite get that player out of tower though. Shimmy XD is backing off. Huge ult into the bomb site. The TP up into tower. Here comes I6. And Mr. Casanova masking the sound of him getting off of that rope.
Hyper and Witter getting the picks.
2 big sheriff frags.
And this is Mr. Casanova. And Shimmy getting the clutch pick, keeping them in the game.
Good game sense, good timing on that peek around the corner of the ultimate there. 10-11. This game is too close to call. Huge performance from both of our teams so far today. Mr. Casanova and 6J God, though, really stepping up. getting a lot of frags for their teams, a lot of high impact performance. Like he's switching up the position with the operator yet again, going A main. We'll have a couple players pushing into him here. Could be. Appears I may have. Oh no, they're going for it. Grabbing a little bit of info out B main. MSF Jackie, not quite able to get a pick. Ooh, these players just barely missing each other outside of A main. The flashbang coming out. Six Stray God in a really tight spot here. The stun hitting him. Can they capitalize on this? Here comes his teammate to try and bail him out. I6, really good use of the utility. Not quite enough. And Trey is out. He's out home free. That was almost an operator down. Really good job from his teammate getting him out of that tight position. It seems like the offensive will not stop. The ultimate going down from Codemeister, though. I think if you're the winners here, this is maybe a time to back off. Not quite connecting through the smoke the way you would like. Oof. As soon as the door goes out, I6 was just ready with the knock up. Six Stray God picking up a cheeky little pick. Good for 2, and here comes the third. Jackie not quite able to get those bullets to connect. 1 versus 3 for Jackie. Six Stray God on the operator. They should give this guy that gun more often. Holy cow. Seems like Jet is where he comes alive. I saw a lot of really tight utility usage while he was playing Sova, but Jet might be his calling.
Yeah, and like I was talking about earlier, I feel like playing a map like Fracture, you need to have at least one op. It's something that's so hard to deal with, so hard to attack, or because there's just so many angles you can hide behind and just continue to get picks on people.
Yeah, he's been switching it up really well too. TPing all the way up from Mr. Casanova. Can't quite get a bullet onto a body there. Too many of them coming down. Opting to play it pretty safe there. And here comes the full push. 2Das getting himself down on site. And Six Stray God and Mr. Casanova.
Casanova with a double kill here.
Operator.
Ooh, a little bit of a whiff of the knives there. But
Yeah, it's okay. He's got the op still. 2Das getting back on his feet. Thanks.
and now we got a 1v5 situation.
Ooh. Oh. Big round from 2 Jointz. Game 2. We got people yelling, banging on walls over on the other side. Really good round though. We're going to game 3 between these two teams.
And do we know what map we're playing?
What is the is it Haven?
Huh?
It might
Haven
be
would be the last
Haven.
one.
Map
Or they
3.
could pick one of the ones that they played on already, I think.
I believe we are going to Haven unless something happens.